All right, welcome back to another episode of the Perfect 10 podcast presented by Boot Crew Media. I'm 1/3 of your host today. I'm Daniel Dees.
There you go.
I'm Daniel Dees. Alongside me, as always, on Starboard side, we got Mr. Jacob Erdy.
Yeah.
And join us via Zoom, via StreamYard.
StreamYard,
Yeah,
dude.
Zoom,
We don't-
StreamYard. Same thing.
We don't promote that Zoom nonsense.
They're not paying us. We got Mr. Dustin Michelle himself. He's back. Now he's technically a recurring guest.
Yep. One of the
Damn
few.
straight. Damn
Yeah.
straight.
This episode is brought to you by the Kelly Gibson Foundation. The Kelly Gibson Foundation is a community-driven nonprofit organization that focuses on supporting first responders, military initiatives, and children's athletic programming through golf in the greater New Orleans area and Gulf Coast region. For more information, go to www.kellygibsonfoundation.org. Again, that website is www.kellygibsonfoundation.org.
Yep. And Boot Crew Media.
Oh, we are presented by Boot Crew Media.
Fair.
Yeah.
And today we are breaking down the top 10 sports movie moments.
That's right.
Now, I was torn between moment and scene.
Yes.
So-
I could, moment scene, a scene could be a moment.
Fair, but like there's a lot of scenes that I really love that are dumb and pointless that are in sports movies. And I actually did sneak a couple in after you told me that you had a mixture of scenes and moments.
Well, Dustin called me yesterday. He had two great moments, but they're not technically sports movies. One was a scene, one was the actual moment.
But were they sport things in a different movie?
Yes, but they weren't sports movies.
Okay.
It
all
has to be, we said sports movie moments.
Right. Which also I did just think when I was looking at my list, like, because when I was breaking mine down to like pick all the moments,
Right.
have we just done top 10 sports movies? I don't think so.
No, that's a different list for a different time.
Okay. We got to get to that eventually.
Dude, because there's a shit ton of sports
Oh,
movies.
I know, right?
When I was doing research, they're bringing up movies I totally forgot about.
Yeah, no doubt. I guess
So
last time we did our honorable mentions before our top threes, right?
yeah, I'm not doing honorable mentions this episode just because how big that well was. I want to put that in the back pocket.
Okay.
But I do have a dishonorable mention.
Okay. Dustin, you got any dishonorables?
Honorable
None.
dishonorables.
I got one honorable.
What you got?
Draft
feel like-
day.
Draft day. Love draft day. When he let me guess the moment when he picked Vontae Mack. Yep. My moment would have been when he found out nobody went to Bo Callahan's birthday party.
Birthday party. Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
I don't think I've ever seen Draft Day.
Dude, you're
What?
That is one. That's like
The other one was whenever they said about him getting the other quarterback getting the videotape and not watching it and saying like he studied it and it was lying straight to the coaches. The dollar bill. The dollar bill.
$100 bill at the end of the
Yes.
playbook. Just see if they read the
Yes.
playbook. They called him. He's like, yeah, I read the playbook, and they brought up the $100, and he like doubled down on the lies. Like, oh yeah, that was a good one, guys. That shit. That's like some Jamarcus Russell shit.
Yeah, no.
100%.
But no, go ahead and tell us your other two. The one that you called me about yesterday. We'll count it as honorable mention since technically they're not sports movies.
The one was The Town.
The
since
Town, one of my
final
all-time
shootout
favorite
was
movies.
at Fenway Park. And then the other one was the other guys. Derek Jeter got shot by Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
Oh, dude. I mean, anytime you can squeeze in the other guys, I'm here for it. You
Love
know
the
what I'm
other
saying?
guys. Like I said, The Town's one of my favorite movies ever. So I would have loved for you to include that, but we did say sports movies. It's not technically a sports movie.
You got a print and press going on over there, dude?
So that's my garage door. My son's getting.
Oh, okay.
So,
I gotcha.
so look, off subject here, but kind of on subject. Since we're on the sports movies, not sports movies, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
So,
Okay.
According to our rankings, yes, it takes place during Christmas.
Yes. But if people are going to say Die Hard's a Christmas movie, they have to accept that Dumb and Dumber is
Dumb
a
and Dumber,
Christmas.
also Christmas movie.
So, but I mean, so then The Town has to be a sports movie.
Well, no, because those sports is being played during that shootout at Fenway.
Not
just an
yet. I
empty
mean, it was a
stadium.
night. It was a night game. They were shooting during the day.
Yeah, but the game didn't take place.
Well, no, we're not going to let that one.
It doesn't. You're not letting that dog hunt.
No, all right, we're not.
Well, I'll go ahead and knock out my honorable since we hardly all have any.
Yeah,
So one of mine was Caddyshack.
love Caddyshack.
So, but the thing is, the scene had nothing to do with it was like when he's in the clubhouse, like, oh, this hat looks terrible. He's like, he looks at the guy, he's like, oh yeah, man, it looks good on you.
That's it. Another one when he looks at the guy's wife. Hey, baby, I bet you look good before electricity.
Yeah, for electricity. I
Like,
got
so-
Caddyshack in mind at one point
Okay.
in the list. So
I also have Happy Gilmore winning the jacket, you know.
Yeah.
I got so Jerry Maguire, I have it just because it like
Jerry Maguire is a sports movie the same way Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
well, so the thing is the Jerry Maguire scene was just him like winning over the kid or whatever.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the sports. It's just a great movie in general. Let's see.
I got Jerry Maguire in mind too. So you're just
shit.
naming my whole list.
well, so my only other one, there's no way either one of y'all have this bench warmers.
What?
I got
what part though?
I got the scene where the I am 12 and he hands him, hands him his ID and it just is a picture that says I am 12.
All right.
But the funny thing was from that scene was that they had David Spade was catching and Rob Schneider was on the mound and they were arguing that this guy was too old.
He's like, you smell like beer. He goes, you look like beer.
But anyway, that's my only. So dishonorable.
My dishonorable. Either y'all gonna strongly agree or strongly
A
disagree.
lot of people are going to hate my dishonorable.
I have the last play of Rudy.
Oh, okay. I mean,
He was all sides.
I'm very indifferent about Rudy.
He was all sides.
Offsides.
So that's why I got my dishonorable.
Mine,
Love the movie, but as far as the moment go, I know for a fact he was all sides. If you watch the tape of that Notre Dame Georgia Tech game, he was clearly all sides.
so
And
my,
that kind of spoils the movie for me.
my dishonorable is one that I think everybody, like, you know, as you know, we talk about these movie lists all the time. I've been going back trying to watch all the classics,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of them just don't hold up.
No.
Like for some reason, we all look back, like think that they were great movies, and I've been going back and watching them, and they're just like, it's either like this kind of boring or just, you know. But my dishonorable is the whole movie of Tin Cup.
You don't like
Really?
10 Cup?
You don't like 10 Cup?
Tin Cup's trash, dude.
Holy shit.
10
really?
Tin Cup is dude. The whole movie. It's all it is a story of hubris. The dude is super talented, but he can't get past himself.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah, he's just a dick.
Yeah.
So the movie sucks. It's like everybody and the scene that everybody thinks is like this, like, oh, everybody celebrates. He had hit 4, 5, 6 balls into the water. He made like a 12 on the hole when he could have laid up and won the tournament, but his dumbass wouldn't get over himself.
That's
Win the
one
tournament.
of the best parts of the movie. The other best part is in my list.
So the best part, one of the best parts, he hits 5 balls into the water back to back to back to back, and
Oh
then
my God.
loses.
You're worse than fucking Rotten Tomatoes right now.
It's a terrible scene. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Got Jake Tomatoes over
Why
here.
are they celebrating? He makes 12 on the hole. Why are they celebrating?
Dude, you missed the point.
No. I know what the point is.
The point is he's a dick, couldn't get over himself, and he blew it.
Yeah,
He
but
was
they
his
were
own.
celebrating him making it at the end,
Okay, he
which
still
makes
made it.
absolutely
If
no
you,
sense.
okay, would you celebrate if you had an epic choke job and you still qualified?
No. He lost though.
Okay, but he's
It would be different if he came back and then actually made it to win, but it was the opposite. He made it to lose.
come on.
It's a terrible movie. Anyway,
10 Cup's a great one.
it's trash, dude. All right. Well, I mean, apparently you got it in your list, so let's fire it off. Who's wait? So,
All right, so you start
going
and
counterclockwise.
Dustin, yeah,
Okay.
Dustin. No, you, Dustin, me.
Yeah. All right. So my number 10 spot is an absolute throwaway line, but for some reason it always sticks with me. It really shouldn't be in the list. I took it out and put it back in. I took it out and put it back in. I got the scene from Major League. It lasts maybe 8 seconds. It's the too high. When the guy crushes the grand slam and the guy that's like the diehard fan is on the drums. He's like, too high. And the guy's like, what do you mean?
Like the fuck you talking about too?
It's like, are you saying too high or too hard? It's like either way, it's out. It's gone. He's like,
too high. It's too high.
but Like when we're golfing all the time, somebody will hit like a pure shot, like going straight toward the green. Like, nah, man, it's too high. It's too high. Like it doesn't even make any sense. Like, what does it even mean?
Yeah.
But for some reason, that one always sticks with me. So that one scene, that's my 10 spot. My number 9 spot. Again, another dumb line. Like there's so much better good lines in the movie, but this scene is if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball from dodgeball.
Classic.
And then immediately, if you can dodge a car, you can dodge like it's so stupid. But when he smokes him in the head with a wrench, it's just hilarious.
That whole movie's underratedly hilarious.
His Patch's character or whatever in that whole movie is great.
Yeah, my favorite ones where they do the car wash, and it just so happens they do a car wash right across the street where like these bikini girls doing the car wash too. And then you got the redneck watching the one boy watch the mud off his rims. So that's right, boy, getting there all finger in his belly button. That shit cracks me the fuck up every time.
Dude, I gotta go back and watch it. Like I was watching the highlights from it, and there's so many good scenes from them. No, I was gonna put nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Yeah.
But so yeah, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That's my 9 spot. My number 8 spot. Another one that comes up in, just random conversation when we're watching sports. From the longest yard, I got, he's so fast, he makes fast people look not fast.
Okay. I wouldn't have gone with that one.
Well, that scene also leads into what happens in the library, which makes all the black guys decide to go join the team. It's a team bonding unity type situation.
My favorite's when they get the safety guy, the guy who plays safety. He knocks the fuck out of Brucey, and he goes, "I got a bird. His name is Ronnie." And Chris Rock said, "Yeah, well, tell Ronnie you got knocked the fuck out."
But yeah, and anytime we're watching like a football game, and somebody just pieces out and leaves everybody, it's like, oh man, he's fast.
Yeah, and it's every time somebody gets hit in the nuts, you always got to protect the McNuggets.
Oh yeah, I mean Cheeseburger Eddie, all time classic character,
Right.
So that's my 10 on 8.
All right.
All right. My list is very much all the movies that I enjoyed basically my entire life. So starting off 10 spot, Little Giants. When Spike pisses off Icebox by hitting Junior Floyd in the back, she drops her pom-poms, and the dad's over there. Wait, what is that cheerleader doing on the field? That's not a cheerleader. That's my niece, and she's pissed. That's a great point of it. That's a favorite. Little Giants is
great. I always whenever I have to do something with my wife, I always say Icebox don't play with girls.
Yeah, I mean I haven't seen.
But of course, I say it under my breath.
I haven't seen Little Giants probably since it came out.
It holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. 9 spot.
The coach was the guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, right?
Yeah, Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis. Yeah.
Another one was Al Bundy.
Al Bundy.
Oh yeah. What the hell is it? I don't know why this keeps popping up.
I don't know.
Just gonna prove it. Hope for the best.
All right, so you're number 9.
Number 9, League of Their Own. No crying in baseball.
No crying in baseball.
No crying in baseball. Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball.
That is also my favorite moment from the League of Their Own. The runner-up from that movie is when the guy hits the little kid with the baseball glove.
Yeah, the coach.
Yeah, the coach.
Still well.
Angel. He's sitting there mocking the team. We're going to lose. You're gonna lose. And he just takes that glove and just ices his ass.
Yeah.
That shit is great. So that's your number.
That was number 9. Number 8, had to have it on the list. It holds up as well. White Men Can't Jump. When Billy hustles Sydney, when they have a shootout contest and they talking shit to each other the whole time. And
pick right there.
Another movie I don't think I've ever seen it.
How?
I don't know how. I'm telling you, dude. All of my free time is devoted to going back and watching classics.
I almost put The Hustle at my number 10 spot, but I bumped it out from my current number 10.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know I got to go. I know I need to go watch it.
Yeah. So originally, Billy hustling Sydney was my number 10. So that's a perfect segue into my number 10. My number 10, I got Ricky Bobby runs from the cops in Talladega Nights.
Oh, I have Talladega Nights on my list.
Yeah. And like the dad tapes some Lucky Charms underneath the thing and just tells Ricky it's Colombian Bam Bam.
Yeah.
And he called the cops, and you hear the cops off in the distance, and Ricky just hightails.
Well, that's
it.
when he got his mojo back.
Yeah, it's where he got the fear.
Yeah.
So I really want to dive in my number 9 right now.
Okay. Fire it off, dude.
Because fuck you. That's why. Because number 9, I got it from Tin Cup when Roy uses a 7-iron to qualify for the tournament.
Okay. That is the only good part of the movie.
That was dope as hell.
Yeah.
Like his caddy gets pissed because he's being an arrogant dick, so he breaks all his clubs. So he just keeps his 7-iron. Said, all right, I'll just win with this, and he did. That was just one of the badass golf moments ever.
Yeah. So he qualified, and then he went and he was a dumbass and lost when he could have won.
Okay.
Yeah. The climax of the movie is a downfall,
Okay. That's life. Life's just a series of downfalls
but a chosen downfall.
that could have been prevented. Yeah, we've
There
all
you
been
go.
there. How many times have you had a downfall on a random Saturday night?
Well,
Hmm.
no. If I could have chosen to not have it, I would have chosen to not have it.
So you never went against your better judgment.
No. That's what I'm saying. It's backwards, dude.
No,
He was very well set up to win easily.
so you never blew it.
Not in that type of way. No.
I call shenanigans.
I've blown it when I didn't have the chance to not blow it. So that was your 9.
That was my number 9. Number 8, I got the Flying V from Mighty Ducks.
Okay, classic.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies of all time still. And it broke my heart when I learned the Flying V is an illegal hockey play. That's why I knocked down some pegs.
Was it before or after that though?
No, that was way before that. It's all
Okay.
sides in hockey.
Ah,
Yeah, can't do that shit.
yeah, offside. Yeah, okay.
Can't do that. So that's my 10, 9, 8.
All right, so my number 7 spot, dude. What, all these notifications. My 7 spot, mostly because I feel like y'all are bound to have this movie in your list somewhere. I got Moneyball.
Nope.
I got trading Pena and Giambi just because it shows the harsh truths of like Major League sports in general.
Mhm.
The way they just like, hey, well, it's like two different things. It's like, hey man, you're gone. You know, just cut
Bye.
straight to it.
Nah.
You know, would you rather get shot in the head or shot 4 or 5 times in the chest and bleed to death? He's like, was that my only 2 options?
That was probably one of the greatest acting performances ever was Jonah Hill in Moneyball.
So it's that because then that scene leads into whenever he's cutting Giambi, he's doing it in front of the coach. And he's basically then you have a general manager overstepping his boundaries, but coaches have to deal with this the same way the players do.
Right. And he wanted Scott Hatteberg to start first base, and the manager would refuse.
Yeah.
He kept putting Pena at first because he was quote unquote the only first baseman they had. So he just straight up traded his ass.
Right.
And it
So-
turns out it worked. They got the win streak.
So I got the moment just because it kind of shows like the reality of what pro sports is. It's a business, you know?
Yeah. That's also a sports what if. What if Billy actually did go to the Red Sox the year after?
Yeah.
I mean,
we'd have 10 championships.
you really think so? I mean, I think you're right about that, considering Billy's mind with that A's checkbook got them.
Right.
I mean, they're still a decent franchise.
Yeah.
I
if
mean,
he went to a team that had any
had
support.
deep pockets,
Yeah.
and he had the sabermetrics going on at the time when no one else did. Yeah, maybe the Red Sox would be a powerhouse dynasty.
I mean, they kind of made it without him, you know?
I mean, they're doing all right.
So that's my 7 spot. My number 6 spot, back to Talladega Nights. I got 2 scenes, but they're the same. They're not the same scene, but they're related. So I got Cal calls Ricky about the house.
What? I knew you'd put that.
Hey man, if I'm watching TV, how do I control the volume on the radio? He's like, why are you listening to the radio and watch TV at the same time?
I like the party.
So I got that, and I got the scene previous to that kind of like set that all off. I got Cal asked Ricky to be his best man.
Yeah, after he stole his wife.
He's like,
But you're my best friend.
he's like, look, man, you just lost your job, you lost your wife,
You lost
don't
your kids.
don't lose your best friend too. It's like this is the funniest scene, dude. Like that whole scenario between them two is like one of the funniest.
That's like one of the best acting duos ever.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly.
It's like, why am I talking to you? I hate you. But yeah, dude, Talladega Nights, Cal calls Ricky. That dude, it's just so funny.
Yeah.
Like no like value in that pick in any way other than just comedy.
Yeah. It's a sports movie. It's a moment from a sports movie.
So like when I was making my list though, I was like, we always make these lists. It's kind of like always have like, it's like either my favorite or a pick that I think belongs there, or just my like favorite kind of scene in general, whether it be like have any weight to it at all. You know, like some of mine have weight to them. Some of them are just because they're dumb and hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my 7-6.
I just realized I got some controversy in my list.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah, figures. Varsity number 7's pick for me. Varsity Blues, the barbecue beer can challenge where Mox hits his dad square
Yeah,
in
I
the
forgot
nose.
about that.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
When I think Varsity Blues, I think Allie Lauder in that whipped cream.
The whipped cream bikini. Yeah. That's. But the barbecue with the beer can challenge was a great scene in that movie. That whole movie is
Phenomenal. Like what?
Please tell me you saw that movie.
I have. It's been a long time, but
You need to rewatch it. Like when they kick Bud Kilmer, like the players mutinying and kick Kilmer out of the locker room. Love that part.
I was gonna leave. I was gonna leave studio if Ernie didn't see that movie.
It's been a very long time.
I would have protested.
Number 6 spot.
Then again, he is the guy. He is the guy who thought Leanne Tui was a fictional character.
Yeah.
No,
I listened to that.
I just forgot. Okay.
Yeah. Forgot that the whole movie is a true story.
True story.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking movie character. I wasn't thinking, oh wait, let me double back. This movie is based on a true story.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway,
6th spot. Caddyshack had to make the list.
All right.
The cannonball scene.
Yeah.
Where they where him and Chevy Chase are smoking that Bob Marley joint.
Yes.
he takes the hit and he's like cannonball. He hands him the drink and they pass it back and forth. Oh,
and what blows my mind in real life, Chevy Chase and Bill Murray just hate each other's guts, but somehow,
really,
like that chemistry on set, on screen, you just could not tell.
They hate each other at that time.
They hated each other.
Oh, they hate. They've always hated each other since Saturday Night Live.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
yeah, that's crazy. But another great Caddyshack part, it's the all-time classic. Everybody would say it. It's a typical go-to, but man, the Baby Ruth in the swimming pool gets me every time.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why this is twisted all of a sudden.
Doing good there, Honcho?
Yeah, dude. I was just making sure I was talking in this thing straight. Honestly, dude, you could list. I mean, there's so many scenes in Caddyshack.
Yeah. Probably the funniest sports movie. That or Talladega Nights, tit for tat.
Oh, that's yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one. You'd have to go scene for scene to figure it out. Happy Gilmore also pretty solid. I don't know. Well, we got to work out this sports movies list at some point, and then sports comedies. I don't know. We'll have to break them down.
Yeah, we'll get to that later, though.
So that was your 7-6.
That was
all right.
7-6. Yep.
All right. My number 7. I got Ivan Drago ices Apollo Creed. Just straight up murders his ass. It drops the line of every sports movie. If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, I mean,
like if that would have happened in real life, that'd have been war on the spot. Like, how did Rocky not go in and just run a fade on Ivan Drago right then and there? He just killed his boy and just said, if he dies, he dies.
Wait, that's from
Rocky 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. How many Rockies are we at? Well, I guess you got Creed now, which is separate.
Right, we got
technically.
6. Well, technically, Creed 2 is the 8th movie. You got Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, that shitty 5. Then you got Rocky Balboa. Then you got Creed. And you got Creed 2.
And Creed 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that one when they're really old.
That's Rocky Balboa.
Okay, yeah, that one's terrible.
Yeah.
That's when he fights Antonio Tarver. How he got away, how the writers in the studio got away with naming this guy Mason the Lion Dixon blows my mind. That was one of the funniest shit ever. So that was my number 6. That was my number 7. My number 6. I got the Titans jogging to Gettysburg National Cemetery and Remember the Titans. At that moment, racism ended in America.
Okay.
We haven't seen racism.
Haven't seen it since, huh?
Mm-mm.
It's wild. I didn't know.
I mean, I haven't seen it.
I got Remember the Titans in there.
Good. I'm glad you did.
Different scene.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. That was
But yeah, that's the part
Mike-
where they all come together and then they had that night practice and they go left side, strong side.
Yeah.
And they just all get along and bye-bye racism. No
Yeah,
more racism in the
great
state
movie.
of Virginia.
No doubt.
Yeah, love that movie.
That was your 7-6.
Yes, that was my 7-6.
My number 5 spot.
That's also based on a true story. Did you know that?
Remember the Titan?
Yeah. Not fiction.
What the hell?
Just making sure you knew that.
I didn't know it was based on a true story.
Of course you didn't.
Anyway, whatever. I feel like you're running a gag on me right now.
No, I swear to God.
Anyway,
Herman Boone is a real person. I actually met the guy.
I have not looked
It
it up.
actually like says at the end of the movie, it says what the story was after.
Yeah, everything
who
that
stays for the post credits, dude?
That happened before the credits. That's literally the end of the movie.
Yeah, whatever, dude. So my number 5 spot. All right, The Replacements.
All right.
All right, I got the jail scene when they do the line dance.
They start electric sliding in jail.
Yeah, I Will Survive. Mostly just because like that kind of shows a team bonding like over like a tough situation. They're all hating on each other. They're all pissed. And you got to have that one glue guy. You know, I can't remember what his name was, the one that started singing. And then everybody's
yeah, it
like,
was,
"Nah, man, leave me alone, leave me
It was
alone."
the receiver who started singing.
Yeah. But that scene though, showing the team coming together, then the coach comes in, he's all pissed off, whatever.
And they stop dancing, but the deaf guy just keeps going.
Yeah. But that scene kind of like summarizes like what that movie is, you know, like a bunch of scrubs just coming together, you know, like they're all screw ups, whatever. But
Bunch
then
of replacement scabs.
yeah.
Go do me a favor and go back and look at that whole scene that you just said of them dancing in the jail cell. Keanu Reeves has no rhythm.
Yeah, no, I did notice that.
Oh, he's Canadian. What did you expect?
I thought
None.
it looked as if he was I thought he was just trying to dance bad. But
No, he
How
just
can you be a great actor and suck at choreographed dancing?
right.
That blows my mind. And
Like,
and
it
what
almost
you
looks like
said-
it's like a stand-in. It almost looks like it's not even him. Like they don't even show his face. He has his hat
Now
down.
I gotta go.
No, because I did just watch it like yesterday or today because I was trying to refresh on some of these. But like he is like stumbling around. Like he's way off beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the 5 spot and replacements. My number 4 spot. I cheated a little bit here because I couldn't decide which one specifically, but they kind of carried the same weight. I got basically every boxing match in Cinderella Man.
Okay.
That is like I hadn't seen it in so long, and I just went back and watched those clips.
Again, not fiction. That's based on a true story.
Yeah, I do remember that one. Yeah, but like you could feel the weight of somebody that was like basically literally fighting for their life in there, like in each one of those fights.
Yeah.
Like it was I don't know, that whole movie had a lot of weight to it just because the time, like the time that it took place in, and like what the guy represented, you know, like
And he beats Max Bear at the end.
right. But even still, when it was fighting the younger guy, I can't remember what the younger guy's name was, and it was the scene where like he didn't sit down between the rounds, and the guy's like, man, why isn't he sitting down? You know what I'm saying? And then like he gets knocked down, and then he comes back and just, but like
Oh yeah, James Braddock was a bad motherfucker.
but yeah, every
got smoked by Joe Louis in real life.
every match in Cinderella Man was just a great scene.
I agree. I love Cinderella Man, but it gets a bad rap in like the boxing community for how overinflated it is. I enjoyed it.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how true it is or not.
It was pretty damn accurate. Like the only thing the boxing community hates about it is the portrayal of Max Bear. Yeah, he was like the first showman in boxing, but when he killed that guy, like it fucked
Right.
with him mentally.
Yeah.
He wasn't like whatever the way the character portrayed it. So everybody like Teddy Atlas refuses to watch that movie because of it. Like all these boxing like heads and all that shit, they hate it. So that was your
That was
your
5-4.
all right. You're 5-4. All right, Dustin.
5th spot, Field of Dreams, the go the distance scene. Kevin Costner and James L. Jones sitting in the stadium, and they hear a whisper. James L. Jones doesn't He acts like he doesn't hear it, and
He
then
does.
And then he does, like Kevin Costner takes him in the van, drops him off, and then he makes that turn. He got all of the steam and everything from the sewer system and the street. And then the big James L. Jones figure standing there. He's like, Moonlight Graham. And then Kevin Costner's like, you fucking saw it. So, yeah. Great scene. Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams is that movie, like you don't appreciate it as a kid because you're like, what the hell's really going on?
Right.
But you watch it when you're older and mature and you can actually understand what the fuck's going on. It is a phenomenal movie.
And I mean, one of the most memorable lines of all time from a movie, you know.
If you touch me, I'll come.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
That's what it was.
Maybe I saw that somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, different movie.
That might have been the wrong.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, I didn't see that
Oh,
one.
Field of
All
Dreams
right.
class.
That's
Four
what I get
spot.
for giving up a LimeWire.
Four spot. Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
The shower scene, the Quan, where Cuba Gooding Jr. he wants the Quan. Everybody else wants the coin. He wants the Quan, the love, the affection, the passion, everything towards him.
Yes.
The Quan.
I love that movie. I can't stand Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character in that movie. That's
the whole.
I know.
Like
I get it.
He's like Terrell Owens before Terrell Owens was a thing.
Like he is that character that you're supposed to hate, but because he is who he is. I get it, but I never liked those characters.
Right. Whatever happened to Cuba Gooding Jr.? I
I
know he was in the OJ movie.
Something happened. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. It's been, but I mean,
My man's over there he was horrible in the OJ movie. Like he was a great actor and he just gone downhill. Like in the OJ movie, he's sitting there putting on the isotoners and just like, it's just like, what the fuck you doing, dude? Like he just like OJ in the courtroom, he's just sitting there like being very methodical. And like the OJ movie where Cuba Gooding Jr. is putting on, he's just like,
yeah. Well, I mean, it's a tough spot to play, I guess.
Yeah.
oh, there's only one OJ.
That's facts, dude.
All right.
Does he ever respond to y'all?
R.I.P. isotoners.
I mean, I followed
I don't
up.
think they make male gloves anymore because of him.
Yeah, probably. I followed up with OJ on Twitter asking if he saw the message. Still no response. Actually, I will go right now.
Dude, hit him again.
I'm gonna hit him right now live on air.
And in our defense, he's out and about.
Yeah, I sent the original message Monday, February 7th. Followed up April 13th. Followed up April 19th. Now I'm following up today.
Wait, what was your first?
The first message was, hello, OJ. I'm one half of the host of the Perfect 10 podcast, where we rank top 10 of any topic. I was wondering if you'd like to come on and rank top 10 Nicole Brown Simpson murder suspects. Thank you for your consideration.
I mean, it's valid. You would think he has a list, right?
Yeah.
He was out there trying to find the killer.
OJ, we are
Still waiting.
still waiting
Oh,
on your response. We are filling out our calendar.
Yeah. Tell him we can squeeze him in wherever he likes.
Hold on. We're trying to slash out our calendar. Slash out some dates.
Slash out some dates. I mean, he's supposed to have a list, right?
Yeah.
He's the one looking
Yeah,
for
he has a suspect list. He needs to rank them.
Right. We can come up with some suspects.
Yeah. All right. So where were we? How are we on OJ?
Keep putting Jr.
Oh, yeah,
Gooding
okay.
Jr.? Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So that was your number.
That was 5-4 for me.
All right, my number 5. I got Bobby Boucher showing up at halftime at the Bourbon Bowl.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, come on, guy.
You got that?
Too low.
I know you had it.
Of course, dude.
I mean,
how can you not have it?
I got it, but we'll talk about that later. So my number 4,
Okay.
I got Shane Falco showing up at halftime.
Okay.
The better showed up at halftime.
Did he show up at half?
Yes, he did.
Oh, that was
Because Tate Martell was just sucking it up. He was
Right.
watching it and he just got there and like the coach,
That's right.
Coach McGinty
That's
was
right.
like, "What took you so long?" He's like, "Traffic." And they got Tate Martell's character right the fuck up out of there.
okay.
And
Yeah.
he came back and they won the playoff game.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, the replacements, all time classic.
Yeah.
I
just-
forgot he showed up at half.
Like I did not realize until we started recording that I had back-to-back showing up at halftime.
Yeah, it's a bold move there.
I didn't even realize
It is what it is, though. You know,
it. Yeah. So
they
that's
are
why,
sports movie moments. Fair.
Who doesn't like a good showing up at halftime?
Yeah. So that's your 5-4.
That was my 5-4.
All right. So my number 3 spot, I got Remember the Titans, but I got the beginning of Sunshine. I got the let him through scene, because that was like,
Oh yeah,
guy gets hurt, he comes in.
Yeah, Rev gets hurt because Ray misses the block. He
Right.
purposely misses the block,
Right.
and Rev gets hurt, like breaks his wrist or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So Sunshine comes in the game and he tells Louis, let him through. He's
Right.
like, what? Let him through. He lets the guy through, and Sunshine flips him.
And then after that, they go on the win streak, right?
Yes.
But yeah, just because that scene, that movie in general is just a great movie.
They never specify if Sunshine was gay in that movie.
He most certainly is.
Okay. I accept it. I accept it as canon.
But yeah, just that was kind of like, for some reason, it seemed like that kind of brought them all together after that, And
Okay.
they go on the win streak, all that fun stuff. So that's why it's got it in 3 spot.
All right. So you're number 3.
All right. One of my favorite football movies ever. Y'all mentioned it earlier. Rudy, the don't quit scene, where the janitor that he worked for, he's standing out there on a stadium. He's skipping his last senior practice, and the janitor's walking through and he sees him. And he's like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be at practice." He said, "I quit." And then he went on this whole spiel about how he shouldn't quit, and
Because
this
he
and
did.
that,
Because
and
he felt like he was.
because he quit. He yes, exactly. Because he thought his coach was racist and didn't play him because of his color. And I never watched the game from the stands. And Rudy realizes, oh shit, you played for the Irish, and so that was a great scene of that movie. That whole movie is phenomenal, even though they embellished a lot of that movie.
Oh,
Like
my
Joe
God.
Montana. Joe Montana already came out and
like,
said
this
he
movie's
hates it.
bullshit.
Yeah, this movie sucked. I never put my jersey on a coach's desk.
That's great. All right. My number 3. It comes from the original movie and the sequel. It's the same damn scene, but it's so fucking cool. I got Wild Thing coming out of the bullpen to close out the games in both Major League 1 and 2.
Okay.
Too low. Too low.
Oh, really?
Too low.
It's my number 3.
Okay.
There's only 2 things I'll rank above it. All right, we'll get back to it.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So my number 2 spot, you had it too low. I got Bobby Boucher shows up at halftime and the Mud Dogs win the Boylan Bowl. I mean, it wasn't my 1 spot until I realized what the obvious number 1 was.
Yeah.
But I mean, Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime. I mean, just all time. It's one of the best football movies of all time, And Bobby Boucher kind of represents a lot of what the football community is, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just cock strong as hell and dumb as a brick, What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I agree with you. It's a great moment.
Okay.
That's why I got number 4.
Why'd you have
number
your
5?
What was it?
Yeah, number 5.
Yeah, way too low, dude.
Whatever.
I'm assuming, Dustin, you don't have it at all, do you?
I do not.
See, so at least I ranked it.
It's the most memorable line of any showing up at halftime.
That wasn't even the best line during that game. The best line came from Vicky Valancourt.
I know when she guesses the score. That wasn't a guess.
It wasn't a guess. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, I know, dude. I love Vicky Valancourt as well.
Goddess of Springfield, Louisiana.
I mean, absolutely. But I mean, you remember the time Bobby showed up at halftime and my dogs won the Boylan Bowl?
I think she's more Venice than she is Springfield. Now I think about
Venice.
it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, South Louisiana.
Yeah.
Deep down there.
Oh yeah.
So that was my 2 spot. Wait, what the fellas be? Oh, Marrero.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
So
my number 2. Y'all both referenced it already. Remember the Titans. My opinion of when they came together was the strong side, left side scene where they start just butting heads with each other, and the coaches, Coach Boone and the other guy, looking at each other like, holy shit, like we finally came together and we cracked them. Yeah. Yeah.
They did it at the Gettysburg Address,
Yeah.
the
Sprint,
sequel, I
yeah.
call it. And then they went on to that night practice. You got the truck headlights on because they didn't have like
Yep.
the field lights at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great moment. I love that scene.
Phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, I did. That's on the list of ones I need to go back and rewatch just because like I've forgotten so many parts of it. But all time great movie and message.
All right. My number 2. I mentioned it in our baseball list. I got Benny Pickling the Beast.
I knew you were gonna have it, dude. I almost put it in the list.
Childhood defining moment, like on any movie, when like he runs from the big dog and he gets the ball. It's a great fuck. He puts on the PF Flyers at like Babe Ruth, visits him in the dream, gives him that whole spiel. Legends get remembered. Like heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Yeah.
And he goes and he just fucks up that dog. Almost kills the dog.
How much actual baseball do they play in that movie? Though?
A lot. Almost every
Probably-
scene has baseball.
Probably about 2 innings.
Right, that's what
Well,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
but everything else is like a highlight. But they still play though.
It ain't a lot of baseball in that movie. It is. I know it's based around baseball. It is. I get it.
And I love it. Another great part I almost put was when they beat the shit out of that preppy team.
Right.
Yeah.
The team with like that, you could tell like they had like all the expensive gear and shit, and they just beat the piss out of it.
Yeah, I know. I agree. It is a baseball movie, but there ain't really a lot of baseball being played.
Whatever, dude.
That was your 2?
That was my 2.
My number 1, nobody's referenced it, but I feel like, oh wait, where'd it go?
Is this gonna be
Here comes Days of Thunder or some shit.
No, I got Rocky. When he's training, he's running to the top.
Let's
when
go.
When he runs to the top of the stairs, dude. The most iconic sports movie scene of all time.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Let Dustin talk about his number 1. We'll come right back.
We're gonna get back to it. I mean, Eye of the Tiger. I almost played Eye of the Tiger as I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, all right, Dustin, you're hating, I see. But
You're number 1.
what's your number 1?
D's already said it. He was too low. It's Wild Thing. It's
Wow,
Major League coming out bottom, top of the 9th against the Yankees, 2 outs. Blows.
And he does it again in the sequel.
He's like, "Fuck the heat, fuck the change up. Give him the heater, Ricky."
Yeah, he doesn't throw one off-speed pitch that hole in, and he just throws straight rockets.
Yeah,
great shit. And then the sequel comes, and he's like, now he's no longer like cool biker guy. He's like businessman, celebrity, whatever.
Yeah,
and like he's getting hated on, and he loses his heat. Yeah. And then finally, like one of the guys who's been shitting on the Indians the whole damn movie, he's harassing Vaughn in the bullpen. I forget what he says, and he's like, he's back. He just runs back to his friends. He's back on the bandwagon because he's and like great shit.
He's got the sleeveless leather jacket. He comes out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Major League, but I mean, this was an easy number one.
Oh yeah.
I thought there was a slim chance we might all have it at the one spot.
I'm glad you have it your number one spot. The training montage, I got actually my number one is every training montage from a Rocky movie.
Right. The one where he's running the snow carrying the
that from Rocky IV. Yeah. Dude, just great shit. When you're like a teenager and you're watching a Rocky movie, you want to go fucking run.
Yeah, nothing
like
really
you want to lift every single that's a dangerous shit.
Start flipping couches or something.
Right. Like I was scared to go to the gym because I'm scared like after I watch Rocky, I'm gonna lift more weight than I can.
Bro, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, your mind's the only thing holding you back, dude. You can lift anything, right?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I mean, I was more of on the Eye of the Tiger.
Well, we got this one too.
Yeah. Okay.
Eye of the Tiger came from Rocky III, though.
Wait, you got the whole like soundtrack right here, dude?
Why wouldn't I have the whole Rocky soundtrack?
That's fair. Might as well.
You got that one from Rocky III. Hold on, I even got Rocky IV on here.
Oh, dude, we got to get.
Then we got this one from Rocky IV.
Dude, when's the last time you watched Rocky IV, though?
4th of July.
Oh, really?
Dude, that's like my 4th of July tradition, watching him fuck up the Russians.
Okay.
Dude, it's USA.
Fair.
That's like one of the most American things ever.
I hear you. Very relevant now.
Yeah. So that's our
number ones, dude.
Great number one.
Rocky training montage.
Dude, nothing better.
So yeah, that's top 10 sports movie moments.
All right, we're gonna do rundowns.
Yeah, well, let's see. So my number 10 spot, I got Major League Too High. 9, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. 8, he's so fast, he makes fast people look not fast. 7, Moneyball, trading Pena and Giambi. 6, Talladega Nights, Cal calls Ricky about the house. 5, The Replacements, line dancing in jail cell. Jail sale, that sounded terribly country. Jail cell. 4, every boxing match in Cinderella Man. 3, Remember the Titans, Let Him Through. 2, Waterboy, Bobby Boucher shows up at halftime. Dude, I'm stumbling over these, dude. And number 1, any Rocky training montage, really, but mostly just when he runs the top of the stairs. Where they're,
Yeah,
they got a statue there, dude.
That's Rocky 1.
All right, number 10, Little Giants. Spike pisses off Icebox. Number 9, League of Their Own. No crying in baseball.
Not just me, dude.
It's contagious. 8, White Men Can't Jump. Billy Hustles Sydney. 7, Varsity Blues. The Barbecue Beer Can Challenge. Number 6, Caddyshack with Chevy Chase and Bill Murray doing Cannonball. Number 5, Field of Dreams, Go the Distance. Number 4, Jerry Maguire, The Quan. Number 3, Rudy, Don't Quit Scene. Number 2, Remember the Titans, Strong Side. And number 1, the best number 1, Major League, Wild Thing.
Wild Thing. All right, my number 10, I got Ricky Bobby runs from the cops. 9, Roy McAvoy uses 7-iron to qualify for U.S. Open. 8, The Flying V. 7, Ivan ices Apollo. 6, Titans jog to Gettysburg National Cemetery. 5, Bobby Boucher shows up at halftime. 4, Shane Falco shows up at halftime. 3, Wild Thing in Major League 1 and 2. Number 2, Benny Pickles the Beast. And number 1, Rocky montage from every movie.
Okay.
So we don't even know what the hell we're doing next week.
Don't have a clue. We'll have to look at what the dates are, look at what holidays we got coming up, all that fun stuff. I gotta stay on top of that. Because I feel like Father's Day, not too far around the corner. As you let everybody know. That was hilarious, dude.
Oh my God.
All the status said was,
oh my God,
Father's Day.
my balls are feeling pretty heavy that morning. So let's see if I can get away with it. Like every husband's posting shit about their wives for Mother's Day,
appreciation posts and stuff. Dude.
I was thinking, can I get away with this? So I just put 42 days till Father's Day.
That was it, dude. I was dying laughing, bro. But yeah, so because I
had to look out for the dads.
We already did TV dads, right?
Yes.
We need to do movie dads,
or vice versa. We did one of them.
I know. Whichever one we didn't do, we need to do.
Yeah, Father's Day.
Fictional and non-fictional.
Non-fictional.
Because Ernie doesn't know the difference. So
I was thinking movie moms, whatever, fictional moms. I slipped up on one. Okay.
I mean, it's a pretty significant fuck up, though.
No. I mean,
Leanne Toohey don't exist. I'm gonna make a shirt. Leanne Toohey's fictional.
I was thinking movie, not fiction. Okay, that was my fault. At least I didn't put a pastry as my number 1 food of a holiday.
Okay, I'll die on that hill. I'll gladly.
That's
die on
fine.
that
You
hill.
can die on that hill, dude. But anyway, yeah. So we don't know what we're doing next week. Dustin, thanks for coming on again, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
And next time we'll have to get you in the studio, bro.
Yes.
I'll be there.
We'll break out some whiskey. We'll smoke Gars inside. Dude, we'll pop a window open. We'll feel it out.
No, we haven't had Gar in a studio since episode 1.
Episode 1. But anyway, so yeah. Y'all have a nice Thursday, nice weekend. We'll see y'all Monday.
All right. Peace.
Till then.